Hey everybody, welcome back to another gameplay with me, Sar, your host for today. And the main topic is actually going to be one that I was meant to go over much sooner than what I am currently, which is the new quests. Now, you'll see that my usual show and tell of the game isn't here just because I lost that video file, but either way we're still going to go through with it, and I'm just going to go over some small details that I noticed with one that I really like about the new quests, and also about just the whole theme of it and what Century Age of Ashes creators and devs have brought to us since playing with the new quests. So what I have noticed is that, first of all, we're getting more silver, so more bang for our buck, if you will, which is phenomenal. And I really appreciate that, just because I know that a lot of us are really having to grind out long hours just for some small change, if you will, and I'm sure a lot of that was kind of frustrating for many of us, but it's definitely made it a little bit easier. And because of that, I was actually able to get the one of the buyable characters, as you can see through the video, and so that was really awesome. I really like this character too. And all the new abilities that they have to use and so forth. So that is extremely fun. And since using the Rim Blood, it has been really nice just to have a new character that I can work with and kind of get a feel for it. I've also started, as you can see through the gameplay here soon, the Thornweaver. Now, originally I was hesitant to use new characters just because I didn't know all their abilities and how they worked, and so it was a new process for me to just go through that. But before I get into the new characters that I have and how I've been using them, I'm going to go back to the quests. So one thing that I noticed with the quest is, of course, the better opportunity to get silver, as well as just the quests alone are a little bit more engaging. They definitely keep you on your toes. And I would say that a lot of them are similar, but they do have more range as far as what you are to expect with the quest. Each quest is, asking you to do certain things, and of course you have to go through the gameplay to do it. I am also super happy about the chest quests that they currently have that I have been playing so far, which is that they have them every week, and for those 7 days you basically play through whatever the quest is asking, and you get a chest at the end. Although I do kind of find it a little bit interesting, and I will admit, whenever I was first playing Century Age of Ashes, I didn't realize that you actually had to play a game, like you had to go through a game playthrough before you could actually get the chest. So I was literally sitting there mulling over when I first, completed the chest quest to, get it. I was just sitting there like, well, why haven't I gotten my chest? Like, what's going on? And then, I go and I do the playthrough. I'm just like, well, whatever. I'll just do the playthrough. Maybe it's a bug or something. And sure enough, after I did the playthrough, I got the chest, and I was like, oh, okay, that's how you get the chest. So that's a little fun story, a little side story for you guys to kind of pick apart. But I just found it rather amusing during that time whenever I was first playing that I had experience. Because generally, you know, whenever you're doing quests and whatnot, you would get the chest or, you know, whatever they are offering for the quest or as the reward. You would generally get it immediately after the quest is over. But in this case, you actually have to play a game through and then you get it. So I actually kind of find that rather motivating because it does get me into a zone of, you know, wanting to play Century Age of Ashes and record. And then once I've recorded, then I can kind of show you guys what I won for the quest, which is always so much fun to do. So another thing about the quests are the rewards that you get whenever you do the missions. And what I really like is the fact that they have, you know, so many different items that you can win through this, you know, basically XP building experience. And I also really love the fact that, you know, at the end of it, your main goal is to get that legendary dragon. And I'm sure we've all seen it. It's on the new cover art for Century Age of Ashes currently. And I just have to say, I really love the design. I love the way that they created the picture. It definitely has a very strong and unique look to it that I just haven't seen with a lot of games. And I must also admit that I just love Century Age of Ashes artwork. So whoever does the artwork for them is phenomenal, and I just want to go ahead and applaud you for that, as well as I am really appreciating just the new quest system in general. I believe I kind of went over this either in the previous video and or in the video that I was supposed to post, which is that I really appreciated the fact that, you know, originally with the quest board, it was a little bit empty, you know, open-ended, but now with all the new quests, and then of course with the kind of upgrade for the chest quest and the weekly quests and so forth, I just feel that it has become much more filled out. It's more solidified, and I'm truly excited to see what they have in store for later on when they choose to go further with this, because obviously once everybody gets to the end of level 50, you know, what's after that level? Though they do kind of have a little wiggle room right now, just because it's kind of the start of us working towards getting, you know, the XP and then getting the rewards and so forth. So they have a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm just curious to see what they're planning to apply to the game whenever they are going through that process of, you know, basically adding on to that. And yeah, so that's really all I have as far as the quest so far. And like I said, I've been enjoying the quest with what has been provided for us. I haven't had any complaints that I know of. I haven't heard any complaints from anybody as of yet on the new quest system and what it's applied, or the rewards even. Now, I do know that we recently had an XP boost for, I think it was like for 6 days. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my video up in time to promote that just because of Mother's Day and some family events that were going on currently in my life. But I'm here now. I'm posting the video now. And, you know, that's all that matters. So, you know, give a shout out. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to anybody out there who is a wonderful and loving mother. Now, back to the subject at hand with Century Age of Ashes and the new characters. Now, originally, I did have the Thornweaver first. I just never actually used her. I do really like the Wall of Vines that she does. I can't currently remember the ability name at this moment, but I do really love that ability that she has. You'll see that I've used it a few times during Spoils of Wars playthroughs, as well as I think I did use it at one point in a Carnage match, or I tried to. I've also been using the Stormrazor. He's another really awesome character that I've used. I used him in the previous event that they had going, and now I have the Rimblood. And I will say that I really like the Rim Blood for his, I think it's called a charge, where basically he can bolt forward and do a knockback and kind of stun your enemy, which I actually really love to use, and you'll see that in future videos that I've already recorded for gameplay. That, you know, I kind of use that in a few of them where I knock back the enemy and that I use fire breath or something. Again, it's been a long day, so for me to remember a lot of the abilities, it's just going to take me some time just because I'm a little unfamiliar with a lot of the characters. But I have really enjoyed using them, and I think they're phenomenal whenever you're doing a gameplay. So I would say to anybody, if you want to work towards using your silver on anything, I would say definitely getting characters. One, because some of the quests do request that you use either a Rim Blood, a Thorn Weaver, or a Storm Razor for the quests to be fulfilled. Now, you can use other characters at some points. For instance, they'll generally say like a Rim Blood or a Marauder. So sometimes they'll give you options to use one or the other. But, you know, then there's those quests where they specify the character. So if you're wanting to actually make more coinage, more silver, I would suggest saving up your points to definitely get the other 3 characters that are in the shop and mostly focus on that. Originally, I didn't even think about that, but you know, looking back on it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I should have definitely saved up for those guys, because then I could have gotten more silver in the long run. But that's just my opinion. Of course, you know, it's your gameplay. You know, do whatever, you know, works for you. And hey, if you're just here to collect dragons, I totally get that. I'm the same way. You know, if I see a really cool legendary dragon that I can get for, what is it, like 32,000 silver? Or no, I think it's actually 40 something, isn't it? 42,000 silver for a legendary dragon. Yeah, I'll save my coins up for that and hold off until they bring a legendary out to be able to do something like that. But otherwise, you know, I'm generally spending my coins on the main characters, which now that I've achieved in getting all of them, I'll probably look towards, you know, applying some of my silver towards dragon eggs and so forth that maybe I kind of held off on just until, you know, I got all 3 of the characters. So, in all honesty, I just really love the gameplay. I love what they've done with it. And now that we've wrapped up this intro here, I'll go ahead and let you guys get into the gameplay. And I'll see you at the end. Ciao for now. Just made it in time. Oh yeah, did we not get the previous chest? I don't think we've gotten a previous chest. So I guess I'll have to do a playthrough and then do the chest, because I don't think I've been on since then. I don't think. We'll find out. Where'd he go? Got him. One hit. I wasn't going to use my ability. Wait, I did use it? I don't know how I used it. Got him. Got it. Like, I don't care, I'm going for that person. I didn't get him though. That's unfortunate. They had some pretty good players on their team. You know, they've been racking up the points. They got those types of dragons. Said, you know, they've been racking up the points if they got those types of dragons. Generally, I mean, obviously you can't pay for gems and all that. Yeah, I was like top of my team. I got 6 hits on out of everybody. That's what I like to hide with my phantom character. Sometimes I play other characters because I just know people are gonna be freaking brutal. Like I'll go with the Marauder because I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna take them out. If they come after me, they did. If they think about coming after me, they did. Now, sometimes you can tell if somebody accidentally fired at you because they'll completely avoid you, your dragon and you. Like, they won't turn around and try and hit you again. That's how you know someone's avoiding you. And generally, you can tell pretty quickly because, you know, they'll either fire again at you because they got at least 2 fireballs and a fire breath. Okay, they can hit you with one or the other. Or they'll just fly right past you and you'll have no issues with them. So that's how you can tell if it's like friendly fire in the case of like they didn't mean to fire at you, but you know they were firing at, say, the dragons on the thing, the dragons that you're chasing after to get the award from, the money. So yeah, the loyal. I don't know. Oh, see? See what I tell you? And I don't even have anything. They just attacking me for no reason. They didn't even get the gold out of me. Like, now what? That's why I just let them go ahead and take me out. I'm like, dude, you're not even getting anything out of me. Yeah, I'm not going after anybody. Got that. I don't have any stam. Oh, jeez Louise. Oh my goodness. Well, I wasn't meaning to do that, I guess. Oh, it's in here. Oh, there it is. I'm like, da da da. Oh, yes. Can I help you, intruder? Let me burn your hide a bit. Whee. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody put that up there. Rude. Coming after me. That's why I hid. Ooh, like a diamond. I'm gonna take the diamond. Oh, whoa, what happened? I don't even know what I did there. Oh, there he is. Nice going, dude. I don't even know where I am right now. I'm just like totally free falling. I don't know. I'm just having my moment here. Like 100. Doing great, dude. Like, no help from me or anybody else. Ah, I do not like that they put up those barricades. The spikes. Well, I have no way of getting all the way over to him before the timer runs out. Okay. Nice, 165. Don't you like how I just go invisible to you guys? Can't eat on that, suckers. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, yes. Wait, what? Who got it? I only got 13 gold out of that. Thought I got more than that. Like, I got no gold on me, so I'm like, I don't care. Hey everybody, welcome to the end of the video. I just wanted to go over this last part of the playthrough for the Spoils of War, and whenever I was going back over the playthrough, I actually realized something whenever I was watching it back, and basically my teammate, bless their soul, was basically waiting for this red team to put all their to the horde, because obviously if the time ran out, then they would have to put their stash in the horde, and they were not putting their stash in the horde. Instead, they were holding onto it onto their own personal selves, and then they basically compiled it all at the end of the gameplay, which I would have to say was rather intuitive of them. I mean, I think it's rather smart, especially if you know you can hold your own and dodge attacks and keep from getting hit. It really is a good strategy. So seeing what they did, and then at the end of it they had the bomb and they basically threw all their stash into the horde. Now I see what our teammate was trying to do, but unfortunately he couldn't go through with it. So shout out to those guys who actually did an amazing game through with us. I mean, I wasn't even keeping up at that point with what they were going through as far as strategy wise, but that was pretty cool, and I love seeing those sort of strategies among gamers. It just really inspires me to, well, get better at the game, first of all. And it also just shows that, you know, this is really a lot of the times, depending on the players that you're working with, this is really a mind game. You have to be strategic at some points, and you have to know when to, you know, put the hit, or when to just hold back and try and be on the defense. and not go through with certain movements or actions. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I know this one's actually a bit short, but the fact that I'm running a bit late with the video in general, I decided to just post this as soon as possible. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.